What if I told you that just a 1% improvement every day could make you 37 times better in a year? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly how habits shape your destiny. Ever wondered why most New Year's resolutions fail? The answer isn't willpower, it's your system. Today, I'll break down how to master habits using James Clear's Atomic Habits, but through real-life success stories, science-backed strategies, and actionable steps you can apply today. So, who is James Clear, and why should you listen to him? James Clear wasn't always a best-selling author. In fact, his journey into habits started from personal tragedy, a devastating baseball injury in high school that left him struggling to rebuild his life. Through relentless self-improvement, he developed a powerful system for transformation. This isn't just another self-help book that tells you to work harder or stay motivated. Atomic Habits is about something much deeper, designing an environment where success becomes inevitable. Why do elite performers like NBA players, Fortune 500 CEOs, and Olympians swear by this system? Because it works. Clear's approach doesn't rely on motivation. It engineers success through small, powerful changes. And today, we'll show you exactly how to apply it to your own life. Imagine two planes leaving Los Angeles. One changes its course by just 3.5 degrees, barely noticeable. But after thousands of miles, one lands in New York, the other in Washington, D.C. That's the power of small habits. The big idea? You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Let's break down the 4 laws of behavior change and how you can use them to build life-changing routines. Now, let's dive into how you can apply Atomic Habits into your daily life with 4 powerful principles. Lesson 1. Make it obvious. Your environment shapes your habits. Imagine walking into your kitchen and seeing a plate of cookies on the counter. What happens? You eat them without thinking. Now, imagine replacing that with a bowl of fresh fruit. That's habit design in action. In Japan, train stations use automatic voice prompts and floor markings to guide commuters seamlessly. This is environmental design at its best. Lesson 2. Make it attractive. The power of dopamine and habit loops. Why do we binge watch Netflix? Because each episode ends with a cliffhanger, releasing dopamine and making you crave more. What if we could use the same trick for building good habits? The trick? Use temptation bundling. Pair something you love with something productive. Example, only listen to your favorite podcast while working out. Lesson 3. Make it easy. Forget motivation. Focus on friction. Most people rely on motivation, but the key is reducing friction. Imagine you want to start exercising. Lay out your gym clothes the night before, making it effortless to get started. James Clear's 2-minute rule is a game changer. Start your new habit by doing it for just 2 minutes. Want to start reading? Just read 1 page. Want to get fit? Just do 1 push-up. The hardest part is starting. Lesson 4. Make it satisfying. Instant rewards. Habits stick. Imagine you want to save money. Instead of just setting a vague goal, create a visual system. Every time you save $10, move a paperclip from one jar to another. This simple act triggers a sense of accomplishment. Use a habit tracker. Check off your wins daily for instant gratification. Seeing progress builds momentum and keeps you engaged. These 4 laws, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying, work together to make behavior change automatic. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at real-life success stories next. Lesson 1. Make it obvious. Your environment shapes your habits. In Japan, train stations use automatic voice prompts and floor markings to guide commuters seamlessly. This is environmental design at its best. Action step, habit stacking. Pair a new habit with an existing one. Lesson 2. Make it attractive, the power of dopamine and habit loops. The trick? Use temptation bundling. Pair something you love with something productive. Lesson 3. Make it easy. Forget motivation. Focus on friction. Want to start reading? Just read one page? Want to get fit? Just do one push-up. Momentum builds results. Lesson 4. Make it satisfying. Instant rewards. Make habits. Stick. Use a habit tracker. Check off your wins daily for instant gratification. Now that we understand how small habits compound over time, let's dive into some real-life success stories that prove Atomic Habits is more than just theory. It's a life-changing system. Example 1. Jerry Seinfeld's Don't Break the Chain strategy. Jerry Seinfeld, one of the most successful comedians of all time, didn't rely on motivation to write jokes. He relied on consistency. His method? A simple calendar and a red marker. Every day he wrote, he'd mark a big red X on the calendar. The goal? Don't break the chain. This method taps into the psychological power of visual reinforcement. The longer the chain, the more motivated you are to keep going. Example 2. How an Olympic gold medalist mastered daily improvement. British cycling was a joke for over a century, until a coach named Dave Brailsford introduced the concept of marginal gains. Instead of aiming for huge transformations, he focused on tiny 1% improvements, adjusting bike seats, refining diets, even redesigning pillows for better sleep. These micro-adjustments led to a historic breakthrough. Britain dominated the Olympics and Tour de France for years. This is the 1% better every day philosophy in action. Example 3. How a struggling entrepreneur 10x'd productivity through tiny habits. Meet James, an entrepreneur who struggled with procrastination. Every day he planned to work 8 hours, but ended up wasting time on social media. His breakthrough? The 2-minute rule. Instead of forcing himself to be productive, he started with just 2 minutes of focused work. Once he began, momentum kicked in, and 2 minutes turned into an hour. Over time, this simple rule helped him 10 times his productivity and scale his business. These stories prove one thing: success isn't about massive overnight changes. It's about consistent, small improvements that add up to extraordinary results. Now, let's take a deeper look at how you can make these principles stick in your life. Right now, you are building habits, either by design or by default. The question is, are they leading you to success or failure? Every great success story is built on tiny, seemingly insignificant decisions. The Olympic athlete who commits to 1 extra rep. The entrepreneur who wakes up 10 minutes earlier. The artist who sketches for 5 minutes a day. These actions, though small, compound over time into extraordinary results. But here's the reality. Most people quit before the transformation happens. They don't see results fast enough, so they give up. The key is to trust the process. You may not see immediate changes, but just like a seed buried underground, growth is happening even when you can't see it. James Clear tells us, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. If you want to create change, you must create a system that makes success inevitable. So ask yourself, what's one small change you can make today? What's the 1% improvement that will set you on the path to transformation? The habits you build today will shape the person you become tomorrow. The only question is, who do you want to be? You are always just one decision away from a totally different life. Start now. Right now, you are building habits, either by design or by default. The question is, are they leading you to success or failure? What's one small change you can make today? Because those tiny changes will define your future. You've just learned how to master your habits, transform your routines, and make lasting changes. But knowledge without action is meaningless. So now it's your turn. What's one habit from Atomic Habits that you're going to start implementing today? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. Remember, small changes lead to big results. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Whether it's just reading one page a day, doing a single push-up, or writing one sentence, consistency is key. If this video added value to your life, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for more insights that can change your life. And if you're serious about personal transformation, check out my breakdown of the psychology of money. It's a game changer for financial freedom. This journey is about progress, not perfection. Let's start today. I'll see you in the next video. Which habit from Atomic Habits do you think is the most life-changing? Let me know in the comments. If you found this valuable, hit like and subscribe. And next, watch my breakdown of the psychology of money, a game changer for financial freedom. Remember, small habits, big results. Let's start today.